Hello and welcome to another Due Process Snapshot. This one will be focusing on secondary transition. My name is Jenny Scholl. I'm a special education coordinator, primarily working with Cooper High School. What is secondary transition? Secondary transition planning is the process of preparing students for life after high school and includes planning for post-secondary education or training, employment, and independent living. If you want to take a deeper dive into secondary transition planning, MDE has a page dedicated to this. Simply do a Google search, type in MDE secondary transition, and you'll have access to many resources. Let's look at what does this mean for our due process. By the age of 14 or 9th grade, the IEP should be reflective of helping the student achieve their post-secondary goals. We need to make sure that this transition information is included and updated every year in the annual IEP, as well as completing a formal transition assessment during the evaluation. Typically, this will happen during 8th grade. Right now, we are using the Transition Planning Inventory 3rd edition to get this formal transition assessment. It does require active participation and interaction by the student, family, and the case manager, along with the other support team members, in order to have your students' interests and goals included and reflected in the IEP. Add transition information. The first piece will be in the transition services area, which includes the measurable post-secondary goals. This will be in the I will format so that the student voice is amplified, as well as the courses of study should reflect courses that students need to achieve these goals and services. Which leads us to this transition service grid. All 5 transition areas plus related services are options to select. Include the service being provided in the first box, the activities that will be completed within these service areas, as well as the agency providing the service in the 3rd box. Typically, this will be District 281 Special Education, as many of these services will be their special education services, but you could also include District 287 if there are related services included within this, or the family and student, depending on what the transition needs are. The final place that you will see transition information within the annual IEP is within the all present levels should include a transition present level that describes where the student is at compared to non-disabled peers within those transition areas of independent living, employment, post-secondary education, and recreation and leisure. You'll also want to include it within their student strengths and needs. It may come with educational concerns of the parent and student, and you'll want to include how this information was obtained. Box. Secondary transition and secondary transition planning is a collaboration of the IEP team. Remember, it's our goal to work together to help our students succeed at the highest level of independence possible and ensure they are prepared to enter the world after high school. If you have more questions or need more resources, feel free to reach out to your building or supervisor. Thank you and have a great day.